AJ Dybantsa is projected to be the first overall pick in the 2026 NBA draft. But today, we're not just turning him into a good prospect, we're gonna make him the greatest player of all time. But first, let's see where he gets drafted. I don't know who has what pick. The Trailblazers ended up with the first overall pick, and they're gonna skip on AJ Dybantsa. But the Mavericks have pick number 2. They're not gonna take him. They could have paired him with Cooper Flag. He might even fall out of the top 3, but he's gonna be playing on the Clippers with Kawhi. I would have loved to see him play with Cooper Flag, I'm not gonna lie, but instead he's going to LA. Let's see what other changes they made to the roster. They still have Kawhi, Garland, Mathurin. They have Reed Shepherd now. And then AJ Dybantsa is sitting at the 5th best player on the team. But at the beginning of every season, we get to help AJ Dybantsa out by spinning this upgrade wheel. We have 41 total upgrades on the wheel. And for AJ Dybantsa's first upgrade, we're gonna get to upgrade the team on draft day by doing a trade. So we're gonna have to wait till his second season. And for every playoff series AJ Dybantsa wins, he gets to spin the upgrade wheel again. But he's gonna need a lot of upgrades because the goal of this video is for AJ Dybantsa to retire with a better resume than LeBron James and Michael Jordan. AJ Dybantsa is not going to win the Rookie of the Year because Darren Peterson averaged 24, but he is going to finish 3rd in the Rookie of the Year race, putting up 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists a game. And the Clippers won 53 games, which helped them to clinch the 2nd seed. Also, they have Siakam now. They traded him for Darius Garland. If they beat the 7th-seeded Suns, AJ Dybantsa gets another upgrade. And with the series being tied at 2, the Clippers get blown out. They had a good 4th quarter, but they did not have enough time to come back. Kawhi only had 15 and Dybantsa had 14. Meanwhile, a 38-year-old Russell Westbrook led their team in scoring. And with 2 minutes to go in game 6, the Clippers are down by 2. Kawhi's gonna end up using the screen. He gets a wide open 3 from it, but he can't knock it down. Booker on the ISO being guarded by Reed Shepherd. He's gonna get stopped. He finds Mark Williams though, and his layup puts the Suns up 4. I wish we could see AJ Dybantsa play, but he's coming off the bench for Kawhi. At least Kawhi's cooking. And on the other end, we have Booker ISOing. It looks like he's gonna cook Reed Shepherd here. Reed Shepherd's actually playing good defense though, but Kawhi leaves Jalen Green open and he's gonna miss the 3. Benedict Mathurin's gonna find Kawhi being guarded by Jalen Green. That's low-key a mismatch, but he's gonna pass it. The big's gonna take the layup. It's not a good shot. I don't know what Niederhauser was thinking there, and now the Suns just get a wide open dunk. So the Clippers are gonna need a big shot. Dylan Brooks goes for the steal, which leaves Kawhi open. But now we have Westbrook at the line. I wouldn't be surprised if he misses one. He's gonna make the first though. And to give the Suns a 4-point lead, his second free throw misses. Here we go. Clippers have no timeouts. Kawhi bringing up the ball. He has a mismatch. He's gonna pull the mid-range, and he's... Wow, that somehow went in. I guess that Kawhi lucky bounce is still a thing. Booker's gonna make his first free throw, and with 11 seconds to go, his second one's good. So the Clippers don't have much time. They're gonna need a 3 here. Reed Shepherd's gonna pass half court, slows things down. He finds the big to Siakam for 3. I don't know why that's the play. And unfortunately for the Clippers, they're gonna lose in the first round to a play-in team. But at the start of AJ Dybantsa's second season, we get to give him another upgrade, and he's gonna get De'Aaron Fox's speed. So that's gonna move his speed and his speed with ball both up to 97, and he's gonna go from an 80 to an 81 overall. But we also have a draft day trade that we got from season 1. It doesn't have to be for a pick, so we could theoretically trade anyone on the team. With AJ Dybantsa being an 81 and he's gonna get better with player progression, I kind of want to trade Kawhi, but he has no offers. So instead, I think we trade Siakam because he's 33 years old and he's making $52 million. This first trade is terrible. We could get KPJ and Miles Turner. Josh Giddey's here and he's only 24. That could be good to grow with AJ Dybantsa. Same with Dyson Daniels. He also won't be taking any shots away from him. Bam Adebayo's here, but he's 29. Khalil Ware is here. That one's kind of interesting. I'm gonna go with Dyson Daniels because he's not gonna take any shots away from AJ Dybantsa. He's also 24 and he's under a 3-year contract while Giddey's under a 2-year deal. So in player progression, Dyson Daniels is an 88, Kawhi's down to an 86, and AJ Dybantsa's almost better than him already. We also have Mathurin and Reed Shepherd going up to 85, so that's a good look. And we got Derek White in the offseason. And John Collins, I guess he's back after a year in Detroit. And then low-key, I'm gonna change Dyson Daniels to a shooting guard, and I thought they were going to start him with Kawhi, but I guess they're going to start AJ Dybantsa even though Kawhi's technically better. And while we're at it, I made Kawhi's secondary position power forward, not shooting guard, so he can start too. The team looks a little different because we traded Derek White for Drew Holiday. Derek White was an 83 overall, and Drew Holiday, whoa, he fell off. He's a 74. Why did we trade for him? I guess we got a first round pick back, but Derek White was perfect as our backup point guard. Josh Giddey's going to win the 6th man of the year. Maybe we should have traded for him. Actually, maybe not. AJ Dybantsa's going to win the most most improved player, going from 18 to 22 points a game. And that's because Dyson Daniels didn't take shots away from him. He's gonna finish second in defensive player of the year, averaging 7.7 boards and 5 assists. The Clippers fell off though. They're sitting at the 5 seed. And in order to win a series, we're gonna need to take down Wemby. Our team is kind of deep, but Wemby's star power is cooking us. We're gonna lose in 5. But things should only go up from here as we get another upgrade on the wheel. And this time around, oh my gosh, we almost land on 99 potential. But AJ Dybantsa gets +1 to all his shooting badges. And on top of that, Kawhi's gonna retire, so it's officially AJ Dybantsa's team now. After putting all his shooting badges up, he goes from an 85 to an 86 overall, but he should go up even more from player progression. He's an 89 and the best player on the team. He's nowhere near becoming the GOAT yet though, with his most improved player as his only award. AJ Dybantsa is gonna add on to his accolades though, making the All-Star game even though he put up a donut. And AJ Dybantsa is gonna make an All-NBA second team, averaging 27.6 boards and 5 assists a game. He still has yet to win a playoff series. The Clippers are up to the 3rd seed, and they have to face a Grizzlies team that looks pretty nice. Wait, they have Luka. I didn't even realize because he's coming off the bench. What is this team? 90 overall Ja, 85 Asar Thompson. They have 94 overall Luka coming off the bench for some reason. I don't know why they don't just start him at the 2. And even after Luka, they're a pretty deep team. The Clippers are still going to take the first 2 games though. Let's see if they can win their first playoff series, but the Grizzlies tie it up. And with 2 minutes left in game 5, Luka's gonna find Grady Dick. He's gonna miss the 3 off the screen. Clippers have Miles Bridges on their team now. He's gonna find AJ Dybantsa with the spin layup, and it's in. I don't like the fact that Reed Shepherd is guarding Luka. This is pretty much a mismatch with the size difference. Luka's gonna run out to the 3. He tries to make his way back into the paint. He gets an open mid-range, but he's gonna miss. AJ Dybantsa's gonna use the screen from Noah Clowney. It doesn't really get him anywhere. He somehow gets past Grady Dick. I don't know why he didn't take the open layup, but Clowney makes it. All the Clippers have to do is hold this lead for 1 more minute. Let's see if AJ can cook Ja Morant. It's a mismatch, and he's gonna make the layup. But Luka also has a mismatch on the other end. Let's see if Reed Shepherd can lock in here. They're gonna force Luka to pass the ball. Grady Dick's gonna take the contested layup and break. And the Grizzlies are running out of time. They ended up fouling, and AJ made both free throws. Luka's gonna find Ja open in the corner, and his 3's good. And with AJ going back to the line, he missed his first free throw and made his second, so the Grizzlies still have a chance as Grady Dick knocks down the midi. Ja Morant just fouled out, fouling AJ. That's good to see. AJ's just barely gonna make the first free throw, and his second one misses. So with just 17 seconds to go, Grady Dick's gonna throw it down to Luka in the post. Clippers send the double, but his layup's good anyway. These Dybantsa missed free throws are starting to cost us. If he can make this second one, that would be huge, and he's gonna miss a 3rd time. 93% of people who watch me aren't subscribed, so make sure to subscribe to help me hit my goal of 35,000 subscribers. So now the Grizzlies can tie it up with a 3 here. Luka finds G.G. Jackson open, and he's just barely gonna miss. I don't know if 99 free throws on the wheel, but if it is there, we definitely need it after that game. AJ led the team in scoring with 52 points, and in the 4th quarter, he shot 5 for 8 from the line. But even with the Clippers being 1 win away from closing out the series, the Grizzlies are up in game 6. They're gonna miss the jumper though, giving the Clippers a chance to take the lead as AJ Dybantsa gets blocked. Grizzlies on the break. This guy's gonna pull the mid-range. That was a nice behind the back, but he misses. Now we have AJ Dybantsa on the break. I don't know what he's doing. He's gonna pass out. This offense has not been moving. Miles Bridges finds AJ Dybantsa. The open 3. He knocks it down. That is huge for the lead with less than a minute to go. Let's see if he can play defense here. That's not great defense, but Clowney plays good defense there. Justin Edwards is gonna find AJ Dybantsa on the ISO. He's actually getting clamped up, but he gets an open dunk to put the Clippers up 4. Grizzlies have no timeouts. Luka's gonna need to do something here. He's gonna throw it down low to this guy. I think he's auto-generated, unless I just don't know who he is, and Luka's 3's in and out. It took long enough, but the Clippers are finally gonna win their first playoff series. AJ had 37 in this one, and he just earned himself another upgrade on the wheel. There are so many things we can get. Oh, and this time we're just barely gonna get +3 badge upgrades. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting them all on shooting. We're gonna put his set shot specialist from bronze to Hall of Fame. That's gonna move him from an 89 to a 91 overall. But in the second round, the Clippers are the underdog as they have to face a stacked team of Cooper Flag, Jalen Green, Kyrie, and Caleb Wilson. And every game has been kind of close, but they're gonna get swept. In back-to-back years, they're gonna lose to the eventual champions. But luckily for AJ Dybantsa, we get another upgrade at the start of his 4th season, and this time around, we're gonna get +10 to his mental attributes. Honestly, this isn't the best, but at least his defensive and offensive consistency get to go up. And with that upgrade and player progression, he's up to a 93. AJ Dybantsa is actually a starter in the All-Star game. Let's see if he can do something this time. As long as he puts up more than 0 points, I'm happy, and he led the team in scoring. And they won. He might have won the All-Star game MVP. We are not here for that, though. We're here for regular season MVPs. Wemby just won like his 3rd or 4th in a row. Yeah, Wemby's won the last 4. At least we got another most improved player on our team. And AJ Dybantsa's gonna finish on the All-NBA first team, averaging 30 points, 7 boards, and 6 assists a game. The only problem is he has to beat out Jokic, who's on the Lakers now with these crazy stats. Darren Peterson, who's in his same draft class, has better stats than him. Cade averaged 33 with 10 assists. That's going to be tough to beat. And then, of course, Wemby just filling up every single stat. Let's see if we can get more upgrades in this playoff run, though. Of course, we have to face Jokic in the first round, and they have Caleb Wilson, too. Nice. The Lakers are up 2-1. They're going to go up 3-1. This is such a terrible look. Clippers win Game 5 by just 1 point thanks to AJ and Reed Shepherd. And yeah, this series is over. The Clippers get blown out. Reed Shepherd led the team in scoring. Him and AJ were the only ones who did something, and they just get first rounded almost every year. So 4 seasons into AJ's career, he's only made it out of the first round once. I'm hoping this next upgrade can help with that. Let's get something good. At least slow down, slow down, slow down. Bro, we almost get to sign a top 5 free agent, but we get his playmaking badges up. Let's see if that moves him up from a 93 overall. He's a 94 now. I'm desperate for player progression to help out too. Oh, AJ Dybantsa's on a new team now. He's down here. He's gonna stay at 94 overall. And moment of truth, AJ Dybantsa went to the Warriors. So first things first, as we take control of the Warriors, let's see how they did last season. They were a playing team. They finished 40-42. And I haven't even checked who's on the roster yet with AJ Dybantsa. I mean, they're deep, which is good, but their second best player is an 84 overall. I'm gonna change him to number 3. He couldn't wear it on the Clippers because of Chris Paul. And here goes nothing. I genuinely don't know what to expect from this team. Wemby's gonna win yet another MVP. And I wish AJ stayed on the Clippers. Whatever pick they traded for was the first overall pick. AJ's gonna finish 4th in MVP this season. He's somehow down in averages. I don't know why. The team is literally worse. Yeah, they're a 10th seed. I doubt they even make it out of the play-in, and they're not going to. And of course, it was Darren Peterson that they got cooked by. Here goes year number 6. AJ Dybantsa's career is off to a pretty bad start, but he has plenty of time to get the ball rolling. And for this upgrade, he's gonna get Victor Wembanyama's defense. That is huge. This is about to be crazy. I'm not gonna touch his rebound, but his interior defense goes all the way up to a 96. His perimeter defense goes up to a 78. And then he has a 99 block. And his steal stays the same because Wemby has a 46. But also, we get to touch these 2 attributes because they are defense related. So his defensive consistency goes to a 98. And then his help defensive IQ goes up to a 96. So now AJ's up to a 95 overall. And with the Warriors being a playing team, they get the 13th pick in the draft. These are all auto-generated guys at this point. There's one guy with all-star potential. I might have to take him unless there are people with better potential. There's another guy with all-star potential. I'm not going to think too much about it though. I'm just going to take the first guy. He's starting as a 71 overall. Hopefully he can amount to something for us. And let's see if AJ Dybantsa is still going up. He went up +1 overall. I think that's from our upgrades though. And then we have Donovan Mitchell on the team. Why did we sign him? He's 34. Porzingis is also dropping in overall. This is terrible. Anthony Edwards is going to win the MVP. At least it's not Wemby. AJ Dybantsa is not on the All-NBA first team. He drops to the second team. And this year he's all the way down to 25 points a game. I can't complain though because the Warriors are the 4th seed. If they can beat the Mavericks, he can get another upgrade. And the Warriors are going to take a 3-1 lead over the Mavericks. The Mavericks are going to win Game 5 and they can't force a Game 7. So after making it out of the first round for just the 2nd time in AJ's career, he gets another upgrade. And this time, please keep going, keep going, keep going. It's in a slowdown on rebounding. I wanted that tendency upgrade. That would have been huge if we got 99 dish to open man so we could average more assists and win the MVP. In round 2, AJ Dybantsa has to play his former team. I didn't even realize they beat the 1 seed. And they might beat us too. They're going to go up 2-1 and 3-1. What is going on? There's no way they win the chip, right? Okay, yeah, they're gonna get blown out by the Spurs. Wemby wins another ring. I'm definitely coping, but at least we get another upgrade at the start of season 7. And bro, oh my gosh, this is what I wanted last time. We're gonna get his dish to open man tendency to 99. He averaged 6 assists a game last season, so that should be able to help him out even more. His dish to open man tendency was way higher than I thought. Okay, maybe that's not gonna help him as much as I thought. I don't know if AJ Dybantsa is still getting better. He's gonna stay at 95. We need some really good upgrades soon. AJ Dybantsa might be fried with Wemby being this good. We gotta do something to help him out. He's gonna finish 3rd in MVP at least, averaging 28, 8, and 8. But we need him to finish first. Wemby's already up to 6 MVPs at 29 years old and 3 finals MVPs. And with AJ Dybantsa only being 3 years younger than him, he's running out of time. And the Warriors are a playing team again, so that's not gonna help us. Let's see if they can make it out, and they don't. Don't get me wrong, I want upgrades, but I feel like we're coming back to this wheel way too frequently. We just need a good upgrade. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you. AJ Dybantsa's gonna get Steph Curry shooting. That's gonna put his mid-range up 5. 95. It puts his three-pointer all the way to a 99. It puts his free throw all the way up from 67 to 93. I had no idea it was that low. And now AJ Dybantsa is up from a 95 to a 97. And finally, they got him another star. Devin Booker's on the team. He's an 88 overall, even though he's 36 years old. But even with Curry's shooting, AJ's still not going to win the MVP. He's going to finish second in MVP. Are you serious? He averaged 29, 7, and 8. He's at least finishing above Wemby. That's a good sign. But the Warriors are still a play-in team. They're actually going to make it out this time. But they have to face a second-seeded Rockets team led by Dash Daniels and Cam Boozer. It looks like the Warriors might not even take a game. They're going to take it, but it is game 4. No way they force a game 7 after being down 3. Oh, and they can't. This has been a disaster entering season 9. AJ Dybantsa needs to turn it up in the second half of his career. And on the wheel, we're going to get +1 to his athleticism badges. Nothing crazy. And he's starting to drop in overall. We need to get that 99 potential or something on the wheel so his overall can go back up. And on top of that, Devin Booker retired. And I don't know what happened to the Warriors. They got worse on paper, but they're somehow the 1 seed. Cameron Williams wins the MVP again. And of course, AJ Dybantsa finishes second again. This season, he averages a career high 33 points a game. And we got to get his rebounding numbers up. That's why he didn't win. Kind of crazy the Warriors are just good now. And now's their chance to get upgrades as they have to face the 8-seeded Clippers. I'm kind of scared though, because last time they played the Clippers, they got upset. The Warriors are going to take the first 2 games, so that's a good sign. Game 3 goes to the Clippers. Game 4 goes to the Warriors. They can't make it out of the first round in 5, but they make it out in 6. So that leaves AJ Dybantsa with another upgrade. Let's please get something good. We're not going to get signed the best free agent, but we get Trade Finder. That's pretty big. Obviously, we can't use that now, but we're going to use it next season. And in the second round, AJ Dybantsa has to go up against Darren Peterson. Okay, the Warriors take a 2-0 lead just like last series. They're going to go up 3-0 this series. The Trailblazers take game 4 and 5. I don't like this, but the Warriors make it out in 6 again. So before AJ's first ever conference finals appearance, we get to spin the wheel again, and we're going to be able to put all hot zones on him. I don't know what his hot zones are looking like right now, and I honestly don't know how much this helps in the game, but this is going to help a lot here. He goes from 2 to 15 hot zones, and in the conference finals, they have to play Wemby and the Spurs. The Warriors just took game 1 by 3 points, and in game 2, they also won by 6. Just 2 more wins to make the finals. The Spurs are going to take game 3 by 2. They're not going to tie the series up, and in game 5 the Spurs also win. I don't like where this is going. 1 game is all the Warriors need, but the Spurs force a game 7. But after a rough second quarter, the Warriors are going to lock in the second half to move on to the finals. AJ Dybantsa led the way with 33, and Wemby shot pretty bad from the field. So that's going to give AJ Dybantsa another upgrade, and this time around we're going to get to sign a top 3 free agent once we get to the offseason. I wish we got something to help us now though, because this Sixer team looks really good. I am very confused though, because their best player is not even their 6th man, he's their 7th man. I am not complaining though. Game 1, the Sixers are going to win by 6 points. AJ dropped 51. We need to get him help. Aside from these 2 guys, he has no help. Game 2, let's please get a Warriors win. Okay, that's what I like to see. AJ went off again. He filled up the stat sheet and actually had help this time. Game 3 is not looking good though. The Warriors kind of locked in the 4th quarter, but it's way too late. AJ dropped 32, and for the Sixers, nobody even dropped 20 and they still won. And in game 4, we had a close one until the 4th quarter. The Warriors are going to tie the series up. Thank you, AJ. 41, 4, and 9 with 4 blocks is crazy. And even with Steph Curry shooting, he's going to shoot 0 for 2 from 3. The fact that he has a 23-point tendency kind of sucks. Hopefully we can get something on the wheel that helps with that. But for now, we got to thug it out in game 5. And we got a super low scoring one. The Warriors are running away with the game in the second half. They're going to take a 3-2 lead. With the Sixers up 8 at the half, I didn't expect that at all. AJ played good. And the Sixers only had 3 people put up 10 or more. And in game 6, we have a blowout as AJ Dybantsa becomes a 1-time champion. It took long enough, and this is a great way to start the second half of his career. It feels weird to see him lift the finals trophy after so many years of not even making it past the first round. And he's also going to walk away with his first finals MVP. He really averaged 47-7 with 2 steals and 3 blocks in the series. Before we go to his 10th season, we get another upgrade for winning the finals, and this time we're going to get +10 to his ball handle. And at the beginning of his 10th season, we get another spin. Let's hope we can get something good here, and we're going to be able to put any badge to legend. It's almost going to hit playmaking attributes, but not quite. I was going to go for a shooting badge, but he already has set shot specialist gold. And with him getting 99 dish tendency earlier in the video, I think we put Dimer to legend. And let's see if our luck continues. We get to get a top 3 free agent. The top 3 guys are all, oh no, they're not all auto-generated. We have Keontae George here, but this free agent class is pretty bad. I'm hoping for the top guy though. We have a random number generator 1 through 3, and we're going to get number 1. So now AJ Dybantsa adds Jeffrey Cage to the team. He's up to a 93 overall with player progression. He's pretty solid solid. He's been averaging around 15 and 10 the last 3 seasons. And I just realized he's only a 6'6" power forward. I'll take it though. That's definitely better than the guy we had before. And on top of that, we still have our trade finder upgrade from last season. I'm gonna just test the waters. If we wanted to trade this power forward, we could get a 90 and 86. We could get Dyson Daniels back if we wanted. Ricochet is here. This trade is kind of interesting. We could get Darius Acuff and Jasper Johnson. I'm also gonna try to throw in first round picks to see if it can make any trades better. I just threw in so many first round picks. We're getting the same offers, it looks like. Yeah, that didn't really improve the offers. I mean, this one's good, but I'm not gonna give up all these first. And low-key, maybe I do. We just won a championship. My only concern is that this guy's on a 1-year deal. Like, I don't want to trade a 93 and all these picks for an 88. And then same with this trade, it would be good, but this guy's on a 1-year deal. This trade would be solid too. Why can't we have like a 3-year deal and a 2-year deal, or 2 3-year deals? Actually, wait, we have a 2-year deal and a 3-year deal. It's an 89 and an 86 though. I just wish it was an 89 and an 88. Oh, this trade looks so good. If Asar was younger, I would do this. He's definitely gonna drop to like an 82 or 83 next year. But overall wise, that trade looks good. This trade also looks so good. I wish these guys weren't older. At this point, I'm just taking away picks to see if the board stays the same. But before we accept any of those trades, we're gonna try something out. This guy was the first overall pick this season. He is 21 years old. Let's see what we can get for him. Yeah, we're not doing this trade. Unless his potential is really good. Does it show what it is? Yeah, C+, we're not doing that trade. Watch him turn out to be a superstar. Low-key, I might just keep this guy though. He's like Draymond Green. He has A post defense, A+ perimeter defense, and he's an A+ rebounder. It's just that this trade is calling my name. Let's see how good this guy actually is. He's 7'4", and he has an 89 driving dunk. This dude is literally Wemby. He can't shoot threes though, but he can basically do everything else. I wish his rebounding was a little better, but even if we trade for him, we get Khan, who has a 96.3. I want to go to the trade deadline to see how this guy plays for us. The only problem is I don't know if this trade is still going to be here. Okay, it's been decided. I'm going to the trade deadline, and maybe it's a good thing I didn't trade him. The Warriors are the 1 seed, and let's see how the new guy did. He's averaging 23 and 14. Honestly, I'm glad I didn't trade him. I'm going to see what trades are still out there for him, and it looks like if we throw 3 picks at the Hornets, we can get this same trade. Let's see how these guys are doing. This guy's averaging 19 and 10, and then Khan, oh wait, Khan just doesn't shoot the ball. I guess he's getting 30 minutes a game. Yeah, he has a 45 shot tendency. What happened? That's strange. He averaged 18 as a rookie and then just fell off after that. Well, I'm glad I didn't do this trade, and I have a new plan now. AJ was on a 1-year deal before, but now he signed a contract extension. So since he's staying on the team, I'm gonna go to power rankings, and we're gonna try to get the pick from the worst team, who are the Nuggets. If we go to trade finder, the Nuggets pick, they have it. Let's see what they want for it. I guess they're not taking this. The second worst team on the power rankings is the Nets, and it looks like this is gonna be harder than expected. The Pacers don't want to trade their pick. Onto the Sacramento Kings, nothing. We're just gonna keep moving up the list. We got the Celtics. Next, we got the Knicks. I feel like they were good a couple years ago, and they actually have offers here. So they're projected to get pick number 6. They want us to give up this point guard though. He's averaging 15 points a game for us, and I mean, we sort of get a replacement with Bryce James. Not really, but our backup point guard is solid. I might have to do this deal. Yeah, I'm doing this deal. He's averaging 17 points in 20 minutes a game. He's doing better than the starter. So I'm hoping this ends up being pick number 6, and Bryce James, welcome to the team. Not a huge trade or anything, but now this guy can hoop as our starting point guard. He averaged 21 in just his 2nd season. The Warriors are amazing even after that trade, and Cameron Williams wins, I think, his 3rd MVP. Maybe I should have traded for this guy. Actually, never mind. His shooting splits are terrible. AJ Dybantsa at least wins the Cup MVP, but it sucks because a week before the end of the season, he was 1st in the MVP race, and he's gonna finish off the season averaging 31, 6, and 9. We just gotta get his rebound numbers up so they at least compete with Cameron Williams. And the Warriors aren't the 1 seed. They fall to seed number 2. They were just 1 game behind the 65-win Spurs. In the first round, they have to play the Grizzlies with one of the guys we could have traded for. Before we do that, let me check the other guy's stats. Jeffrey Cage finished averaging 21 and 14, and then this guy was averaging 17 before starting. He finished the season averaging 20. And this little big 3 we got going on is up 3-1 as they're gonna beat the Grizzlies. So that earns AJ another upgrade, and this time around, we're gonna get his lowest rating to a 99. His lowest rating better not be his standing dunk or his post hook at a 60. Okay, his pass accuracy is 59. That's a good sign. And as we keep going, I'm seeing things in the 60s, nothing else in the 50s, so he has a 99 pass accuracy. That is huge to go along with his 99 dish tendency, and this is gonna put him up to a 97 overall. And even before the upgrade, he's averaging 11 assists in the playoffs. And in round 2, we have AJ Dybantsa against Darren Peterson. I thought the series would be closer, but the Whoa. Don't tell me they forced a game 7. I thought the Warriors were gonna make it out in 5, but they're not gonna make it out at all. They're gonna blow a 3-1 lead. Now that is crazy. AJ had a great game, and so did everyone else in the big 3. I mean, this guy didn't play great shooting wise, but he's filled up the stat sheet at least. But Darren Peterson just went off too. That's crazy. The Spurs didn't even make the conference finals, we could have had an easy walk to the finals as Darren Peterson wins it. At least we get an upgrade at the start of season 11. And to help AJ Dybantsa out, we're gonna get a random rating to 99. So we have 36 attributes, we're gonna get number 11. His draw foul's already a 99, so we get to go again. We get number 36, that's big. That's like the one attribute number I know, because if we scroll all the way to the end, it's his potential. I mean, it is a 97 already, but we put that to 99. We also put his max and minimum potential to 99, so he stays there. We're gonna put his peak end age to the highest it can go. We're gonna put his peak start age up so he continues to get better. And then we're gonna put his bust percent to 0, average percent to 1, and his boom percent all the way to 99. That's what we do when we give him 99 potential. We go all out. And I know he's a 97 overall already, but he's gonna continue to get better now. And I didn't forget about the draft lottery. Let's see what number odds we have. Why is our pick just not here? I don't know what happened. I think it was the Knicks we traded for their pick. Don't tell me they finished the season good. The Knicks, bro. No way. They went all the way up to the 10th seed. Well, I guess we did all that for nothing. We may as well still go into the draft and see who we can get with the 15th pick. Oh, never mind. The team is trading it. Let's hope they at least make a good trade. We got Jared McCain. I'll take it. And with our original pick, we got a guy with all NBA potential. But with him being a 70 overall and 23 years old, I doubt he hits it. And AJ Dybantsa might be getting better from player progression. He's a 97. Jared McCain's an 87. That's big. So unfortunately for our other point guard, he's gonna have to come off the bench again. First of all, why is Pods on the team? Second of all, why is point guard his primary and secondary position? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna make it an 8-man lineup so Pods gets 0 minutes. I cannot have this guy playing for my basketball team. Well, I thought the Warriors were going for the best record of all time, but they're gonna lose 4 games in a row. But they're still an amazing team. I'm glad we traded for that Knicks pick just because it got us Jared McCain. And let's see if AJ Dybantsa can finally win his first MVP. He does it, averaging 33, 7, and 10. It only took winning 70 games, and Cameron Williams finished in second. Our guy Jeffrey Cage finished 5th, averaging 23 points and 16 boards. I'm glad we kept him on the team. If AJ stayed on the Clippers, he would have been playing with this guy, and then we also could have traded for this guy. Good thing we didn't. Don't get me wrong, he has great numbers, but our guy Jeffrey is way better. Round 1, we got the Timberwolves. I'm not even gonna look at their lineup. The Warriors sweep. But let's get another upgrade for AJ. Let's land on something good. Slow down. Yes, no matter what it lands on, it's good. We're gonna get 50 attribute upgrades to put anywhere we want. And honestly, I should have just made it say 50 upgrades because we're gonna use some on his touch tendency. I have been waiting to max this out. Only took till his 11th season, and with 34 remaining upgrades, we're gonna stay on the tendency route, and we're gonna put his 3-point tendency from a 20 to a 54. That should help a good bit. He only made 114 threes on the season, which is about 1 a game. But with him taking more, he should definitely be making more. I mean, after all, he does have that Steph Curry shooting. And in round 2, let's see if he makes use of his improved tendencies as he has to go up against Wemby. Game 1, the Spurs are gonna take, AJ 10 points. He only took 5 threes. He shot terrible from 3 and from 2. That is not the start I like to see. Game 2, the Warriors win by just 2. AJ had a way better game. Here we go. Let's do that again. Game 3, the Spurs win by 1 point. Wemby played good. AJ played pretty good. He filled up the stat sheet, but 11 for 25 is crazy. And you have a 99-3. How are you shooting 1 for 8? I don't like this. If the Spurs go up 3-1, okay, thank you. Warriors blew them out. 17 was the leading scorer for the Spurs. Wemby had 11, and AJ had 42. He took 34 shots and made 3 threes. But on to game 5 we go. We're gonna simcast, and thank goodness the Warriors had an amazing first and fourth quarter to take a 3-2 lead. AJ, thank you. 34, 6, and 13 is what we love to see. That 3-point percentage needs to go up. 99-3 and shooting 32% in the playoffs is crazy. I'm just gonna sim game 6 and hope for the best, and they're gonna move on to the conference finals. Another series win, another upgrade for AJ, and this time around, we're gonna get +10 to his rebounding attributes. I'd much rather that than +10 dunk. He averaged 7 rebounds a game in the regular season with this pretty bad rebounding, but now with 78 offensive and 75 defensive rebound, it should get even better. And here we go in the conference finals. We have to face Darren Peterson, who knocked us out last time. This time it looks like we're gonna have a different outcome as the Warriors take the first 2 games. They can't go up 3-0 though, and the Trailblazers tie the series. Game 3 was extremely high scoring, 42-point triple-double from Darren Peterson. And on the other end, Cage, Jared McCain, and AJ Dybantsa all went off, but they just played terrible in overtime. Another simcast game 5, and we finally have a close one, but unfortunately the Trailblazers are up by 3 with 2 minutes to go. Talon's gonna use the screen from Klingon. It looked like he had an open mid-range. He's gonna find Klingon with 2 seconds to go. He has to force up the layup, and he's gonna miss. Cage is gonna find Bryce Sensabaugh on the drive. He's gonna take the step-back jumper, and it's good. I'm scared that Darren Peterson's gonna cook here with the spin layup. Wow. Let's see how AJ Dybantsa responds. Being guarded by Shaedon Sharpe, he makes his way into the paint, and now he makes the spin layup. That's kind of crazy. He's really trying to mock Darren Peterson, and this Trailblazers offense has looked sloppy so far this possession, but not anymore. 1 minute to go. AJ Dybantsa and the Warriors are down 4. He's gonna kick it out. Why did he pass that? I don't know what he was trying to do. Darren Peterson in the paint finds Salon, and the Blazers go up 6. The Warriors need to score here with just 40 seconds to go. Jared McCain's gonna kick it out to Cage. He's gonna body his man. We have a 4-point game. Darren Peterson's gonna knock down both free throws though, and with 30 seconds to go, the Warriors are in trouble. AJ Dybantsa on the drive. He almost turned the ball over. He's gonna take the contested layup, and it's off. And just like that, the Warriors are gonna walk away with the Game 5 loss. And in Game 6, the Warriors were up by 16 points. They're blowing this lead. With 2 minutes to go, they're somehow only up by 3. They're gonna find Jared McCain with 2 seconds to go. He has to force up a contested mid-range jumper. I don't know what that play call was. Salon's gonna dump it off to Darren Peterson. On the drive, he gets fouled. And Cage fouled out. That is terrible. So AJ Dybantsa has to do it himself. Darren Peterson ended up making both free throws. And now AJ Dybantsa on the other end gets double teamed. He finds Valentine wide open and his three's off. But AJ gets the offensive board and makes the layup. That was super clutch to give the Warriors a 3-point lead. And Darren Peterson almost ties it, but Klingon's gonna make it a 1-point game. Less than a minute left on the clock. AJ Dybantsa passes out. Bro, what is he doing? I know his dish to open man tendency is at 99, but he is passing to people that aren't open. And now we have Klingon going to work. He's going to give the Blazers the lead. AJ's going to make his way into the paint. He makes the layup. But I'm just scared because they haven't been able to get stops easily with Darren Peterson on the other end. He's going to kick it out to Randolph in the corner, and his three's no good. The Warriors have a chance to extend their lead. Bryce Sensable's going to take the step back jumper. I don't know why he didn't take the layup. But now the Trailblazers potentially get the last shot, but Darren Peterson's going to get the dunk for the lead. He left plenty of time on the clock for the Warriors though. And AJ Dybantsa's going to chew out the clock. He needs to lock in to force a Game 7. He is getting clamped up with the spin. The contested layup, there's a foul, and it's an and 1. So with 2 seconds on the clock to put the Warriors up 2, his free throw's good, and the Blazers have no timeout, so unless this full court goes in, we're going to a Game 7. That scared me with how close it was to going in. Darren Peterson put up 33, but AJ had a 42-point triple-double. He's finally shooting good from 3. In Game 7, with 20 seconds to go, the Blazers just made it a 2-point game, and now we have to play the free throw game. Jared McCain's gonna make his first, but miss his second. So now the door is open for the Trailblazers to tie the game. 18 seconds to go. Why did they get left wide open? That was scary, and luckily Jared McCain knocked down both free throws. Oh, they're still in the game with 11 seconds to go. Now it's AJ Dybantsa at the line. He needs to knock down both. His first one's good, and to potentially hit the dagger, his second one's good as well. 9 seconds to go for the Blazers. They're gonna need a miracle here. Salon's gonna pull the deep 3. He knocks another one down. All the Warriors have to do is knock down both again. Jared McCain's gonna make his first to put the Warriors up 3. His second free throw's good. And the Trailblazers have 4 seconds, no timeout. Half-court shot to tie the game up is gonna miss. And the Warriors move on to the finals. Thank you, AJ, for carrying. Him and Cage both went off. In the series, he averaged 35, 9, and 11 with 2 steals and 3 blocks. And in the finals, they're going up against the Sixers again. The 76ers have made 4 straight finals. They haven't won a single one. And last time the Warriors made the finals, they beat them. And this time, we have the same exact outcome as AJ Dybantsa becomes a 2-time champion. Thank goodness they beat Darren Peterson to get here in the first place. And AJ Dybantsa's resume continues to look better, adding a second finals MVP to it. So after 11 seasons, he's up to 2 chips, 1 MVP, and 2 finals MVPs. And I'm not gonna lie, I am a bot. I totally forgot to give him his upgrade for beating the Trailblazers. So for that, we're gonna get 99 touch tendency, but we already have that. If you guys remember, we upgraded it earlier. So we are gonna get a respin on the wheel, and instead, we're gonna be able to give him Giannis's finishing. So now we got a 97 close shot. And for everyone that doesn't know, this is 99, this is 98 because of the +1. So even though it says 98, this is a 97. We also have a 98 layup. Standing dunk goes all the way up to an 85. Driving dunk stays the same because Giannis has a 91. Then we get his post hook up to a 79. We get his post control all the way up to a 90. And his draw foul's already a 99, so that's it. But on top of that, we also get our upgrade for winning the finals. And for that, we're gonna get to sign a top 5 free agent. And then we get another upgrade at the start of season 12. And this time around, we're gonna get 99 shot tendency. We're gonna get a respin though because AJ Dybantsa already has that. And okay, we get a top 5 free agent and the #1 best free agent. Also, Pods is retiring. I'm glad to have him off the team. He was really a ring chaser. He won with Darren Peterson, then left. And then he won one with us. That frees up a roster spot. But let's see who it's going to free up a roster spot for. We get the #1 free agent, which is going to be Cameron Williams. That is crazy. He's a 3-time MVP joining AJ Dybantsa. And on top of that, we get a top 5 free agent. So the lowest overall we're going to get is 89. Let's put this from 2 to 5 since we already have Cameron Williams and we get free agent #3. And that's going to be Ace Bailey. So now we have a stacked starting lineup with Jared McCain at the 1, Ace Bailey at the 2, AJ Dybantsa at the 3, Cage at the 4, and Cameron Williams at the 5. 5. Also, our new coach looks like Junie from Spy Kids, not when he was a kid, but what he looks like now. AJ's gonna win back-to-back MVPs. He might actually become the GOAT. He's already 31, but his resume is starting to get good. And on top of that, the Warriors are gonna win 71 games. This is insane. We have the top 2 players in the MVP race. Cameron Williams averaged 27 and 13 in his first season with us. And we got Jeffrey Cage on the All-NBA third team, down to 19 points and 12 rebounds. Still amazing. Let's see if we can get more upgrades. Round 1, they're gonna sweep the Lakers. And that gives AJ yet another upgrade. We have been cooking with upgrades recently, and AJ Dybantsa is gonna get +5 to his overall. But since he's already a 99, we're just gonna put everything up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Round 2, he has to face his former team against Sean Brown. This guy was the first overall pick after AJ left. And I thought they were actually putting up a fight. They tied the series up at 1, but the Warriors win 3 straight. Thank you, Clippers. We get another upgrade. And AJ Dybantsa is gonna get +1 to all his defensive badges. Which takes us on to the conference finals. We have to face Wemby. I feel like every year we either have to face Wemby or Darren Peterson. The Sixers actually run the East. They're gonna make the finals with the Warriors again. And the Sixers are actually gonna take game 1. Game 2 goes to the Warriors though. AJ and Cameron Williams went off. And I'm kind of scared AJ's not gonna win the finals MVP. The Warriors take game 3. And Cameron Williams was the one that went off. AJ had a triple-double, but he only put up 18 points. This is not a good look. Game 4, Warriors take a 3-1 lead. Okay, it's AJ that went off this time. Cameron Williams still played good. But the Warriors are gonna win in 5, making AJ Dybantsa a 3-time champion. And he's not gonna win the finals MVP this time. Cameron Williams is gonna win it. I mean, that's not terrible. He still won a championship. But at this point, Cameron Williams arguably has a better resume than him. For the second year in a row, I was so excited that we made the finals that I forgot to spin the wheel after the conference finals win, and we're gonna get to control 1 trade. Now for the finals win, we get another spin, and we're just gonna pass Wilt's rebounding, but we still get to put his finishing attributes up 10. And for the beginning of the new season, we get a 3rd spin on the wheel, and this time we're gonna get +10 to his playmaking attributes. So now we get to control 1 trade. Our weakest position is a point guard. The best point guards in the league are honestly pretty bad compared to all the other positions. I wish I could go back to show you guys, but Bronny just retired on the Cavs. He barely played last year, but he was on the team with Bryce. I was here because I was looking for that Cavs point guard. I don't think he's on the team anymore, and I honestly don't remember his name. He did win Rookie of the Year. It's Anthony Felder. Let's see what team he went to. Anthony Felder, he's on the Rockets. He's an 86 now. Oh, maybe I should have gotten him. He's pretty good. We can still get him though if we really want. I'm gonna see what Trade Finder has to offer. Nothing, but we can propose our own trade. Let's see if we give up Jared McCain. I don't know why they're around the same value. That is very surprising. I'm gonna try this straight up. They say no, but we do have picks, and I think the Warriors are gonna be good for a while, so I don't care if we throw these picks at them. If we give them 2 picks, they say no. If we give them 3 picks, they still say no. He's under contract for 4 years though, so I wouldn't mind giving up more picks. We can give up to 5 picks. For 4 picks, they say no, and if we throw in a 5th first-round pick, they still say no. So it looks like we gotta give up somebody better than Jared McCain. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot Ace Bailey was on the team. He averaged 20 last year, but I could always move Jared McCain to the 2 for now. Yeah, let's get Ace Bailey going. I'm gonna remove a first just to be safe. They're not gonna accept it, and if we throw that 5th first-round pick back in, we have our point guard. Even if we move Jared McCain to a shooting guard, they still keep him off the bench, so I put him back as a point guard, and I can't even complain. Our starting shooting guard is decent. He averages about 10 points a game on really good shooting splits. His perimeter defense isn't the best, but he is really good on offense, so I can't complain. Actually, I'm gonna move Jared McCain to a 2 just in case they want to start him. Wrapping up the season, the Warriors are gonna win 71 games again, and AJ Dybantsa wins another MVP. He's up to 3 in a row. He almost averaged a triple-double, and he's gonna win his first Defensive Player of the Year. That is very surprising. Him and Cameron Williams finished top 2 in MVP again. And now they both have 3 MVPs and 2 Finals MVPs, but AJ Dybantsa has an extra championship on him. Jeffrey Cage is up to the All-NBA second team, averaging 19 and 14, and obviously the Warriors are the 1 seed. Let's just get past this first round. Let's see what that'll get us on the wheel. This time around, we're gonna get +10 to AJ Dybantsa's athleticism attributes. Most of them are almost 99, but that's gonna be pretty big for his strength and his agility. Round 2, they have to play the Clippers again, and the Warriors are finally gonna lose their first game all playoffs. They're gonna take a 3-1 lead though and make the conference finals. Another series win, another upgrade, and we are gonna get +10 to his 3-point shooting, but he already has a 99-3, so we are gonna get a respin, and he gets +10 to all his defensive attributes. He got Wemby's defense a while ago, so his block and interior defense have been really good, but now his perimeter defense and steal are getting up there. And speaking of Wemby, they have to play him again. I don't like what I see. The Spurs are gonna take game 1. The Warriors actually tie the series up, and they win game game 3 and 4 to take a 3-1 lead. They're back in the finals. Before I get too excited and forget, let me spin the wheel again. And this time around, he's gonna get plus 10 to his dunk. I think he has a 99 dunk though. Yeah, he does, so we get a respin. And instead of plus 10 dunk, we get to put any rating to a 99. This includes attributes and tendencies. I don't know if there are any attributes worth putting up. A lot of them are in the mid 80s to 99. His rebounding would be decent, but instead I'm gonna head over to his tendencies, and we're gonna put his 3-point tendency from a 54 all the way up to a 99. That is big. Let's see how many threes he's taking now. A couple seasons ago he was only making 1 a game. Now he's making about 2 a game, and it's only gonna get even better. These are crazy numbers, and in the finals they have to go up against the Heat. So after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight finals losses, the Sixers are not back here. Honestly, good for them though. They probably would have gotten blown out like the Heat in game 5, and AJ Dybantsa is now a 4-time champion. And he's not gonna be able to win finals MVP number 3. Wait. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. It just showed Cameron Williams holding up the finals MVP. I guess that was a glitch somehow. You guys saw I loaded into that. Yeah, he just won the finals MVP. I am so confused. I think Cameron Williams low-key deserved the award based on these stats, but I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. AJ Dybantsa just robbed him of a finals MVP. And along with that finals MVP comes an upgrade for winning the series. And at the trade deadline, we're gonna get to do a trade. But also we get a second upgrade for the beginning of season number 14, and we're gonna get Kyrie Irving's handles. He already has 99 ball handle though. That was something we were supposed to get earlier in the video, and now he gets plus 10 to his shooting attributes. Before we start the season, let's go on to player progression and see how the point guard is progressing. He's gonna stay in 86, I guess, but good thing we traded for him because Jared McCain is dropping. I guess we have a president on our roster and Paul Pierce. What is going on? And we got Caleb Williams too, even though this is his 3rd year on the team now. I'll never do that again, sorry. But anyway, at the trade deadline, the Warriors are 45-5. Let's see who the worst team in the league is so we can try to trade for their pick. It's the Knicks. I doubt they're gonna give it up on Trade Finder. Whoa, we have a trade. We could trade Cameron Williams if we want the potential first pick. He is 32 years old. That's something to think about, and he's on a 1-year deal. We could also trade Jeffrey Cage, but he has been super loyal to us. I do not want to let him go. There's another trade for Jeffrey Cage, another one for him. Okay, so yeah, it's either Jeffrey Cage or Cameron Williams we give up. Wait, never mind. Cameron Williams is on a 4-year deal. Why did that say 1 year? I guess it wasn't showing that his contract extension kicked in. I'm gonna keep him. Jeffrey's not going anywhere though. Let's try to get the team with the second worst record. It's the Mavericks. Nice, they don't even have their own pick. The Wizards have their pick, but it's lottery protected. I don't even want that. So on to the Kings we go. There's nothing. If we go to the Grizzlies, oh, we could trade this point guard away for a pick. I don't know how worth it that would be. He's been playing really good, averaging 16 and 5 with good shooting splits, and he's only 25. I'm not gonna trade for this pick. Maybe we just try to stop trading for a pick and get an upgrade at some position. Let's try to get one at shooting guard. If we package our starting and bench shooting guard, okay, this is not much of an upgrade at all. We do have a first-round pick to add, and yeah, this trade market is pretty dead. I found something though. We're pretty much just gonna trade Jared McCain away because he's older, and we're gonna get a younger player who's better right now. Nothing crazy, but I like that trade for us. This guy's averaging 9 at the deadline with good shooting splits, and at the end of the season the Warriors win 71 games and Cameron Williams steals the MVP. AJ at least wins the defensive player of the year, and unfortunately he's gonna finish second in the MVP race. Jeffrey Cage is still going strong on the All-NBA third team, averaging 19 and 13, and with Cameron Williams stealing MVPs from AJ Dybantsa, maybe I should have traded him, but it's too late now. We have to ride it out with this team. In the first round they have to play the Blazers. They win in 5, and with 3 things left before we reset the wheel, we're gonna get +1 to AJ Dybantsa's finishing badges. Round 2 they have to face the Rockets led by Cameron Boozer. The Rockets had me scared. They ended up winning the first game. The Warriors are gonna go up 3-1 though and win in 5. So we're now down to 2 upgrades on the board, and AJ Dybantsa gets Wilt's rebounding. He still has yet to average more than 10 rebounds a game in a season, but this should help him a lot because now he's gonna have a 98 offensive rebound and a 99 defensive rebound. In the conference finals we have to play the Pelicans, and Derek Queen is still here. After 4 games we're all tied up at 2, but in game 5 we have a Warriors blowout as they take a 3-2 lead. Cage went crazy with 34 and 16. Cameron Williams put up a 30-point triple-double with 4 steals and 4 blocks, and then AJ Dybantsa played great as well. And in game 6 this one's a little closer, but the Warriors locked in the second half to make the finals. Cage led the team in scoring again. Cameron Williams had another triple-double. We need AJ to lock in. And in the finals we're playing the Sixers again, but this series is off to a rough start. The Warriors go down 2-0, but they tie it up. In game 3 Cage and AJ locked in. I mean Cameron Williams too. And in game 4 it was all Cameron Williams. And in game 5 the Warriors went crazy in that third quarter. This one's not close at all. Cameron Williams with 41, but AJ Dybantsa arguably had a better game. And in game 6 we have the same outcome as AJ Dybantsa wins championship number 5. And of course AJ Dybantsa is not gonna win the finals MVP for another another year. And I keep forgetting to give AJ Dybantsa his upgrades after winning the conference finals, but we are going to need to respin because we already have 99 potential. So onto the original wheel we go. For his first upgrade, we're going to get to use Trade Finder. That's good to get this early on. Then for winning the finals, we are going to get plus 10. Oh no, we're going to get plus 1 as defensive badges. And then at the start of his 15th season, we get another upgrade. Let's see how good. This one's in a B. We get plus 10 to his rebounding. That's only going to put his offensive rebounding up by 1. And for our Trade Finder trade, I'm not sure where we go. Our top guys are pretty good. I guess we go as shooting guard because that's our worst starting position. If we throw in our guy Pope with 2 first-round picks, let's see what we can get. These trades are not starting off looking good. This one's solid. It makes us deeper, but I wanted somebody that's better than an 83. I don't think we're going to find it here. Yeah, those trades are pretty bad. I'm just going to throw in, let me see. These are all our backups. I'll throw in this guy. I don't know if that's really going to improve anything though. Yeah, no, these trade offers are absolutely terrible. Let's throw in Malik Thomas. There's an 84, but not in the position I want. There's an 85 shooting guard, and I'm not going to lie. I'm going to take this deal because these bottom 2 guys here, they don't play. And then we get a guy who's 2 overall better, 1 year older, and he's under contract for 4 seasons. I'll take it. Our starting lineup looks even better now, but we just need AJ Dybantsa to win an MVP because he has 3 and Cameron Williams has 4. They have the same number of finals MVPs, but AJ has a championship on him. On to the last month of the season we go. This is the best the Warriors have been, and AJ Dybantsa is going to win the MVP. So he's up to 4 regular season MVPs now. He needs 7 to break the record, and he's going to win another defensive player of the year. And that Wilt Chamberlain rebounding upgrade was really clutch. Cameron Williams is all the way down to 4th in MVP, averaging 24, 11, and 7. Him and AJ Dybantsa basically swapped points per game from last season to this season, and I'm not complaining about it. Our guy Jeffrey doesn't make an All-NBA team, but he averages 18 and 12. So we have 3 guys averaging double-doubles. In the first round, we have to play the Lakers. We're going to sweep, and that means another upgrade on this stacked wheel. Everything's so close together, I have no idea what it's going to land on, and we get to put any badge to legend. And to make his rebounding even better, I'm going to put rebound chaser to legend. Round 2, we have to face Wemby and Dylan Harper. I feel like we haven't played them in a long time, and the Warriors have not lost a playoff game yet. They're going to sweep their way to the conference finals. That's going to leave us with another wheel spin, and this time around, we almost land on Wilt's rebounding again, but we get a random rating to 99. Let's get that random number generator 1 through 36. It lands on 36. That's potential. We already did that, and now we're going to get number 6. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His 3-pointer's a 99. Back to the RNG we go. We get number 24. His offensive rebound's already a 99. We might be sitting here for a while. We get attribute 15, and that's going to move his hands from a 95 to a 99. In the conference finals, we have to play OKC. Almost the whole league is filled up with auto-generated players now. That's why I haven't been showing most of the teams except the Spurs, because they still have Wemby, and the Warriors are not going to lose a game on their way to the finals. Let me actually remember to spin the wheel this time. And before making the finals, the upgrade we're going to be getting is Steph Curry's shooting, but we already got that, and his shooting hasn't dropped or anything, so we're going to get a respin. Second time's the charm. Okay. Either way, whether we get rebounding or 3-point shooting, it's a respin. Let's see if third time's the charm, bro. We keep getting these attributes we've already gotten or that aren't 99. Okay, spin number 4, bro. We just keep landing on the NBA player ones. We've gotten all these. Okay, spin number 5's gotta be the one, bro. We already have 99 touch tendency. Honestly, I think I need to make a second wheel so that way when I reset the wheel, it doesn't have all these things we've already gotten, but finally we get something new. We get 50 attribute upgrades. I was able to get a lot of his attributes up to 99, and now he has a 90 steal. And in the finals, we're gonna have a new opponent, either the 4th seed or the 7th seed, and the Bulls are just barely gonna win in 7. But the Bulls were no match for the Warriors as the Warriors sweep, and AJ Dybantsa becomes a 6-time champion. All I want to see is him holding up the finals MVP, and finally he wins another finals MVP. I think he's up to 4. Cameron Williams is up here taking pictures for him. At least he's happy for him, but he needs to stop stealing away finals MVPs. Let's just hope this doesn't glitch like it did before. Okay, it says AJ Dybantsa, and at the age of 34, his resume looks nice, but he's running out of time to win 7 MVPs to pass Kareem and 7 finals MVPs to pass Jordan. On the bright side, he does get an upgrade for winning the finals, and he gets plus 10 to his defensive attributes, and everything except his steals at a 99, so that's gonna max out all his defensive attributes now. And he also gets an upgrade at the start of the new season, and we're gonna land on plus 10 dunk, which puts his standing dunk from 98 to 99. That was basically a useless upgrade. In player progression, Cameron Williams is still getting better somehow. Not gonna lie, we need him to get a little worse because he's competing with AJ Dybantsa for the GOAT. AJ Dybantsa has 1 more championship and 1 more finals MVP though, but they have the same number of regular season MVPs. But that wouldn't last long as AJ Dybantsa wins MVP number 5 5, averaging 28, 15, and 12 with 2 steals and blocks. I think this is his 3rd defensive player of the year, and the Warriors are just amazing, finishing with 78 wins. Cameron Williams was 2nd in MVP. He's back to averaging 29 points a game, but with AJ Dybantsa putting up 15 rebounds a game, I don't think Cameron Williams is going to win any more MVPs. Our boy Jeffrey's back on the All-NBA 3rd team, just barely averaging 19 and 13. Warriors sweep in the 1st round, and in the offseason, we're going to be able to sign a top 3 free agent. And while we're at it, I'm going to do the random number generator now so we know what number we get, but we don't know the player, and we're going to get the 2nd best free agent. Round 2, we have to play the Kings with Tyron Stokes and Keaton Wagler, and the Warriors are just too good. They're going to sweep their way to the conference finals for the 2nd year in a row. And that's going to leave AJ Dybantsa with plus 10 to his mental attributes. Wow, we get a respin. All of them are at 99. I did not think we would have to be coming back to the wheel. And now we're going to get a good one. We're going to be able to control one trade next season. In the conference finals, we have to play a 6 seed. I don't know how they managed to make it here in the first place. The Warriors are back in the finals. And for another upgrade, AJ Dybantsa gets plus 10 to his finishing attributes. Nice. That puts his post hook and post control to a 99. And in the finals, it looks like they're going to have a new opponent as they have to play the Pacers. They have a 97 overall on their team, but their center is pretty bad. That kind of makes me scared that Cameron Williams is going to win the finals MVP. Yeah, 46, 20, and 8. I mean, it's good that we're getting a championship. Game 2, they're going to win by 21. He dropped 40 again. AJ Dybantsa had a better game, though. Let's see if he can keep it up. Game 3, the Warriors blow them out, and Cameron Williams led the team in scoring. AJ Dybantsa had the better game again. We're just not going to look at that field goal percentage. And the Warriors are going to dominate the Pacers to complete the perfect 16-0 playoff run and make AJ Dybantsa a 7-time champion. But Cameron Williams is going to win the finals MVP. I thought his run was over after AJ took the regular season MVP. So even with 7 championships, AJ Dybantsa only has 4 finals MVPs. He's won every other year though, so he should win it next year. But before we get to next year, we get to give him an upgrade for winning the finals. And AJ Dybantsa is going to get plus 1 to all his finishing badges. And at the start of AJ Dybantsa's 17th season, we get plus 1 to his rebounding badges. And we also get to make the team better because we get the 2nd best free agent. At this point, it's probably going to be an auto-generated player, but he's a 91 overall. I'll take it. We could have gotten a 96, but we also could have gotten an 87. And player progression has him going up to a 94. It kind of sucks that our guy Cage has to come off the bench now. Or low-key, we don't have to. We're going to move AJ Dybantsa to a shooting guard. Neely to a small forward. His overall drops by 1. I don't really care. And then Cage can still start at power forward. This starting lineup is actually insane. Our worst player is an 88 overall. And let's see if we can somehow beat our record of 78 wins last season. But before we do that, I totally forgot we can control a trade. I'm going to start out with Trade Finder. I'm honestly going to throw Cameron Williams in there. There's nothing. But he is 34 years old, and I don't want him winning any more championships to add on to his GOAT conversation, so we're going to try to trade for another center. I could trade away Cage because he has 6 chips, but he is not a threat to AJ Dybantsa. First, let's take a look at the best centers in the league. So Cameron Williams is the 3rd best center. Wemby's up here as the 4th best center, but he's already 38. And I might trade for this guy. He's 23 years old. He's an 87, and he's on a 4-year contract. Or low-key, do I just go for the best guy? Warren averaged 18 points a game last season, and they almost have the same last name. Warwick averaged 9. He's not really a scorer. That field goal percentage is really bad, but I don't even care about that. He has A post defense and A plus rebounding, while Warren on the other hand has the same thing. He is 33 years old. I think this guy Warwick is going to get better because he was the 1st overall pick. So we're going to try to trade for him first. Trade Finder actually has something. We could trade away Cage. There's Cage again, and again. I don't want to do that, but if we're unable to pull a trade off for him, I'm going to have to. So we basically have him on the team either way. It's just about what we give up now, and we have to match $35 million. That's not going to be easy. The only other guys are high rated. I'm just going to throw in this 86. Then to make everything match, I have to throw in a 2nd player. We're going to try this trade. I don't really care for this guy right here. I feel like they're going to say no. Yeah, they say no. I got picks though. 2 first-round picks. The first one is not good. The second one is also not good, but they did go from saying they like what they have to they're not interested. Oh, they accepted with a 2nd. So now Cameron Williams is officially off the team. He was great for us. He was just too much of a threat, and he's 34, so he's gonna decline soon. And now we got someone who's way younger, and he's not better, but he could be in 2 to 3 years. He's also not taking any shots away from AJ Dybantsa with that shot tendency. And last year, the Bucks were terrible. They were the 10th seed. Let's see how good they'll be with Cameron Williams. And honestly, I didn't even care to pick up this guy too in the trade, but he's our 6th man now. He averaged 19 last year on amazing efficiency. AJ Dybantsa is gonna tie Kareem by winning his 6th MVP, and I think he just averaged a career high points. He actually didn't, but pretty close to it. Never mind, he averaged 33 a couple years ago. He's gonna win another defensive player of the year, and the Warriors win 77 games even without Cameron Williams. Cameron Williams finished 2nd in MVP though, and even without AJ Dybantsa, his numbers dropped somehow. Kind of crazy, he was 2nd in MVP on a 6 seed. And as for the rest of our team, our new guy averaged 19 points per game. That efficiency is crazy, 61%. Our center put up 8 points and 10 boards a game. I'm completely fine with that. And then this other guy who we got in the trade averaged 14 off the bench. I don't know why Warwick is dropping, and overall he was an 87. His morale is really bad. Thank goodness he's on a 4-year contract. And I mean, he started every game. I don't know what he's complaining about. Let's see if the Warriors can have another perfect playoff run. They're gonna sweep in the first round. And that's gonna leave AJ Dybantsa with any rating to 99. Pretty much everything is 99 except for his intangible strength and agility, so I'm gonna max out his agility. Round 2, it looks like we could have back-to-back sweeps, and we do. So back to the wheel we go. We're gonna get to do a trade on draft night. And this series is not gonna start out the best. The Warriors lose by 1. They got 41 dropped on them. Let's just hope they don't lose 2 games in a row. They're gonna take game 2 by 11 points. Game 3, the Thunder win by 1, and the Warriors tie it up again. Okay, game 5 is over. That second quarter from the Warriors is absolutely insane. They're gonna win by like 50, and this guy off the bench put up 32 with no rebounds or assists. That's like a prime Carmelo Anthony stat line right there. AJ Dybantsa went off too, and let's just see if they can make it out in 6 games. They do. And for making the finals, AJ Dybantsa gets his lowest rating to 99. But even with that only putting his intangibles to 99, he's gonna sweep the Pacers in back-to-back seasons, becoming an 8-time champion. And without Cameron Williams on the team, he's easily gonna win the finals MVP. So he's gonna average 24, 9, and 12. He fouled out of the last game. That's why his points per game is so low. But he's not the GOAT yet, because even with 5 finals MVPs, he has less than Michael Jordan. But for winning the series, he gets to upgrade his athleticism attributes. And I can't believe we're in season number 18 already. We get plus 10 to his shooting attributes, but all of them are at 99 already, so instead we get plus 1 to his athleticism badges. We also get to do a trade on draft day, and it took a lot of searching, but we can trade a guy who barely played for us last year for the 10th overall pick. And we're gonna take a chance on this guy, projected to go 14th because he has all NBA potential. Let's hope he does not let us down. He's starting off as a 70. That's not great, and maybe we should have traded away Cage. He's starting to drop in overall along with a lot of other people on our team, and we're cooked because we traded the guy we drafted before the trade deadline. But we're good because AJ Dybantsa is gonna break the record for MVPs, winning his 7, and the Warriors are gonna win 80 games. Cameron Williams finishes 2nd in MVP again. He's on the Thunder now, so good thing we traded him. And with a record this good, the Warriors make it back to the finals. They can win right here on a buzzer beater. AJ Dybantsa gets an open mid-range and he knocks it down with a second to go. So unless the Pacers make this full court shot, this series is over, and AJ Dybantsa is a 9-time champion. And on top of that, he's gonna tie Michael Jordan by winning his 6th finals MVP. He only needs 1 more to become the GOAT. And I've been giving him upgrades along the way. First, he got plus 3 badge upgrades to whatever. Then we got a top 5 free agent, which we're about to use. Then he got plus 1 to his shooting badges, and now he gets plus 10 to his 3-pointer. That's already at 99 though, so instead we get plus 10 to his playmaking attributes. Nice, those are also all at 99. Now we're gonna get to do a trade at the trade deadline. And at the start of AJ's 19th season, he gets plus 5 to his overall. His lowest attribute right now is his strength, and with the plus 5 overall, we're gonna put all his attributes up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making him have 99 everything. Also, Wemby's gonna retire. I'm glad AJ Dybantsa got a better resume than him, because towards the beginning of AJ's career, Wemby was scaring me. AJ's still going strong though, and he's gonna be able to add a top 5 free agent to his team. Let's go to the random number generator and pick number 1 through 5. We get free agent 3. And moment of truth, we are gonna get an 88 overall power forward. And good thing we got him. He's also 6'6", just like Jeffrey, who's dropping down to an 84. And no way, we traded our starting center away. That sucks. I know his averages weren't anything crazy, but he was a great rebounder and defender. And nice, now we have a 75 overall center starting. He is absolutely terrible. It might be time. We're gonna make Wallace a center so that he can start with Jeffrey. They're way better than that 75 center. And now we have a 6'6" starting power forward and a 6'6" starting center. And with 2 short bigs, AJ's gonna average 13 rebounds a game to win the MVP. That's MVP number 8 of his career, and he wins another Defensive Player of the Year. The Warriors finish 76-6, and Cameron Williams is 2nd in MVP again. He is hooping for the Thunder, but it's not good enough. Wow, this other center we could have traded for is averaging 24 and 14. He got even better somehow at 35 years old. And after winning in the first round, we get to sign the best free agent. Also, I totally forgot to do a trade deadline trade, but I guess they did it for me by trading away our center. And the Warriors are going to easily make their way back to the finals. We have a new wheel, and I removed everything like Curry's shooting, Giannis's finishing, the things we can only get once, and all the attribute upgrades since he has 99 everything, and now we get another trade deadline trade for next year. And the Warriors really own the Pacers. They're gonna sweep them in the finals again, so now AJ Dybantsa is a 10-time champion. And along with his 10 rings and 8 regular season MVPs, he's gonna win finals MVP number 7, breaking Jordan's record and officially becoming the greatest player of all time. But AJ Dybantsa would go on to play 2 more seasons, where in the 2040 45-46 season, he won the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, set the best record of all time, and swept the Pacers, who would have guessed, to win his 11th championship and 8th Finals MVP. And in his final season, he won his 10th MVP, 9th Defensive Player of the Year, all in a row, and swept another team in the finals. He's gonna finish his career second on the all-time points list, just barely behind Anthony Edwards, 8th in rebounds, which is really good for a small forward shooting guard, 2nd in assists behind John Stockton, 5th in blocks as a small forward shooting guard, and 7th in steals. And on top of that, he's gonna finish with the most triple doubles of all time. He's gonna make the Hall of Fame with these crazy accolades, and the Warriors are gonna retire his jersey number 3. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and if you want to see me make Mac McClung the GOAT, click the video on the screen right now.